So now that we have obtained our item and gotten our thing, Harry's like, oh yeah, the door's open now. Oh yeah, the door's open now. What was the point of that cutscene? He's just like, ooh, kinda scary. Hey, I died about 15 times in there just to get your stupid book back. I hope you're happy.
Well done, Potter! 40 house points for Gryffindor!
Ooh,
Now I'd
40?
like you to use
Well,
the
that was totally
Expelliarmus
worth it
spell
then.
I've just acquired in a real duel.
Mr. Malfoy,
I hope they don't.
come over
Oh,
here.
crap.
Let's see what you can make of the famous Potter. First duelist to gain 5 points wins the duel.
Very
Do
well,
I then get 5
One's at the ready.
points for
When I count to
Gryffindor?
3.
What was that hand gesture that Harry was doing?
You wish.
1, 2,
Maybe it's
3.
like the magical world equivalent of giving the middle finger. Well, already I'm smoking him. So yeah, this dueling in this game will happen multiple times, and it's gonna involve a lot of just going on the offensive with Flipendo or using Expelliarmus to deflect spells back at them, and whenever you get hit, you do that weird waddle on the ground thing, which is really fun. Yeah, that. House Gryffindor must prevail! Oh no! Wait, I ran into the green wall and that counts as me getting a hit? Also, that explosion was nowhere oh boy. Okay, you're just gonna stand there and get stun locked? This is really easy. Malfoy, you stupid kid.
Serpent Sortier!
Hey, when do I get to learn that spell? Did he just die? Get in my pants.
You're a Parselmouth, Harry.
I like how Hermione just immediately knows that.
What? A Parselmouth?
You're a
You
wizard,
can talk
Harry.
to snakes. So, does it matter? It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for. That's why the symbol of Slytherin House is a serpent.
These kids are really
Now the whole
racist
school's going to
against
think you're
people
his
who can talk to snakes.
great-grandson or something. But I'm not. You'll find that hard to prove. He lived about 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
Well, just get on
We've got Quidditch
Ancestry.com.
practice next at the Quidditch Stadium. I'll meet you in the entrance hall, Harry.
Sweet, I love Quidditch. Let's do it. Looks like I'm the only one in this classroom. This is kind of awkward, going through their stuff. These people have some weird habits.
Number 57, Stupid Orator.
Listen up, you lot.
Yay,
We're going to make sure we win the
Quidditch.
Quidditch Cup this year, and the way we're going to do that is practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, whoever was
First,
making the
a
Harry
quick
Potter
recap of
games
what we
around
learned
this
last
period
year.
of time must have
I'll
known that
start
we
with
all
the
loved
secret.
Quidditch, because they
Over here,
actually made
Potter.
a whole game
Now
of
watch
Quidditch
carefully.
called Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup, and I played it, and it was
That's
pretty good.
Harry. Flying through each ring makes you go faster and increases the magical charge in your broom.
What? Magical charge in the broom? They never talked about this during flight lessons. Also, these magical rings look exactly the same as the magical rings in that flight test earlier.
Now you're going faster, you'll see the magical charge in your broom has increased too. You can see this in the trail the broom is leaving in the air behind you.
You mean by the color of my farts? Wonder if there are certain magic colleges out there that give out Quidditch scholarships.
The magical charge in your broom is at maximum. You can now get that extra boost of speed.
You got boost power.
That's a bludger, Harry. Don't let it hit you, or it will reduce the magical charge in your broom. The heart, too.
Do you think you could stop having the whole game stop and explain something to me while the camera just spins around me and just let me play, please. This is playing Quidditch in this game as Harry Potter and Seeker is not that complicated, really. You just follow the... Oh, there it is. You follow the snitch, which has those rings behind it, and then you go through the rings, and then you wait for the word boost to appear above the Y button, and then you press the Y button and boost towards the snitch. Get close enough and you catch the thing. I like when Harry gets hit by a bludger, he just kind of doesn't do anything or react, he just kind of stops and looks around like, Alright. Last time I got this close, I got really confused because I couldn't see any rings or snitch or anything. And yeah, this might take a while, but we'll be playing a couple of actual Quidditch games throughout the year, so it's something that I enjoy. And once again, I lost sight of the snitch again. Is it right in front of me? Oh, it's right there. That time I just walked or flew right into the hoop thing. Alright, this is taking too long. Harry, I've been within an arm's... Okay, there we go.
And you'll catch it.
Yeah, so now we're in... there we go. Snitch grabbing mode, which basically just means wait for the snitch to be in front of your face, and then you press the A button, and there you go, you got yourself 150 points.
Okay, you know the score. 1 opposing Seeker, 2 Bludgers, and 2 opposing Beaters to contend with. All you have to do is catch the snitch.
Okay, so let's do the same thing again, I guess. This is how things will appear during an actual game. You'll have your little icon there, which shows you how close you are to the snitch, and then the opposing Seeker will be going along the same path as you. And man, I forgot how super slow you start off in this. You said you know the score, but isn't actually anything that shows the score. Something that will be shown in an actual Quidditch match, and there'll be some gold stuff too. This is a pretty inconvenient stadium design, wouldn't you say? And I guess maybe because it's the field, we don't want to have a complete bowl around the field, but I don't know. They make it sound like Quidditch is really popular in this universe. You know when I was talking about Quidditch scholarships earlier? Yeah, I'm not talking about like the actual Muggle version of Quidditch that is a totally real thing. And I've seen it being played, and it actually does kind of look like fun. Harry, you look like a cat. You're just swiping at nothing. That was actually somewhat difficult, although I think I did it significantly faster than the training round.
Superb performance, Harry. You receive an A+.
Since when are you allowed to give grades?
Harry, here's a brand new Nimbus 2000 to take with you. You'll be able to fly anywhere around the grounds, but try not to crash into too many of the towers. If you want to try and improve your Quidditch practice grade, come back and see me here at any time of the day.
He just has a broom to hand out? What happened to my broom? Where did the extra surplus Nimbus 2000 come from? Surely you would be able to, like, give it to one of those other poor students that doesn't have a broom, or, like, a good one. What are those, like, called? The clean sweeps or whatever?
Hermione? What's the matter?
I glued my hand to my face.
Practicing in the Quidditch stadium. He's been made Seeker after his dad brought his way onto the team with a whole set of Nimbus 2001s.
Oh man, that's relevant because 2001 was slightly around the time that this book and movie came out.
It's a really disgusting name for someone who was born of non-magical parents.
How did I live in the Wizarding World for a whole year and not learn about wizard swears?
Anyway, it's a horrible thing to say. If it hadn't been for Hagrid showing up,
This is
I'd have
kind of
cursed
a
him.
plot mechanic of, whoa, what was that dance move? This is kind of a plot mechanic where it's just they're using the tell don't show rule. Yeah, all this stuff happened. We don't feel like animating it, but we do feel like animating Ron's super awesome dance moves. Well, I am now able to end the day, but before I end the day, I kind of want to mess around with my new broomstick. So we'll put it on a button here, go out to where the main castle is, and here we go.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, Harry really likes to announce what he's thinking about when he's flying around. That looks interesting. What's that over there? And there should be some interesting stuff to get, I hope. If not, then I'll be cutting the segment either when I feel like I've flown around enough or feel like I've wasted enough time. There's an essence of jelly beans inside the rings? How does that make any sense at all? Oh. I was expecting some sort of huge explosion for some reason. Oh no, I'm out of control. I'm like Hermione or Neville when they're on a broom. Wah!
That looks interesting.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
Then I can die in 4 hits to those dumb flame things instead of 5 or 3. Leave me alone. 150 points to Gryffindor. Now that'll only happen one time.